Hi guys, welcome back to Mecca 5 Stars YouTubers edition. So, to start off, Royalty's getting ready for the prom, for Funny Mike's prom. As you know, yes, about a year ago, when Royalty and CJ So Cool was together, CJ So Cool wanted to box Funny Mike. He even said that if they box, his kids could go to their prom or somewhere or be invited. It was said that if they boxed, CJ So Cool would have let them go to the prom that they were invited to in the past. However, he didn't agree to his kids going to Funny Mike's prom. So it was said that CJ didn't agree to them at the time going to Funny Mike's prom, so they did not go. So as you know, with all the drama going on, Royalty now has once again got invited to go to the prom, and she's taking her whole family to the prom. So, this could be fun for them. This should be a lot of fun for her and her family. I just wish that CJ So Cool could at least see his kids. I mean, you taking his kids to a prom where he didn't care for the man that you're taking his kids to the prom to see, but you can't take his kids to see him. I mean, come on, guys. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Like, that man loves his kids. Let that man see his kids. I mean, I just think it's wrong. It's wrong. And when you do wrong, things don't work out for you. Now, her the thing that she had going on, that she was posting up the little business convention slash get together, whatever she was doing for her fans and stuff, to get together for a little business meetup and stuff like that to talk about business and everything has fell through. She said with all the stuff going on, people were starting to attack what she had going on and she had to cancel it. Well, two wrongs don't make a right. When you do something wrong, it's nothing good come out of doing if you're doing something wrong. And to me, I'm just gonna be frank up and frank with it. You know what I mean? I like Royalty. I like CJ So Cool. I like everybody. I'm mutual. But I'm for what's right. And what's right is she should let that man see his kids, period. I mean, no need to be keeping that man from his kids. But anyway, maybe they're still working it out. I just have to say this about the court system. If somebody wants to lag it on and prolong it on in the court system, they can. I mean, who knows? I'm not saying Royalty is doing this, but it could be Royalty, it could be her lawyers, it could be CJ lawyers. Who knows? But I know in past experiences from other people and other things that goes on in life, people can postpone a court date at any time. They can make it the court date for months and months out of time if they say, like, I have something to do, I can't make it at this time, I can't make it at that time. But it's also up to the person's lawyer to push it. I mean, you can get your lawyer to push it. I mean, these are your kids, for goodness sake, I believe. So anyway, I don't know what their laws are out there, but I just want to say, if it was my lawyer, I will be on my lawyer, like, come on, push this. Like, these are my kids. I'm not able to see my kids. How long does a court case, how long does it take to get this started in court? Like, how long? Like, this is this is ridiculous. Like, you paying all this money, you can't ask your lawyer to push something to get something done here. These are your kids. Unless, I don't know their court system. I don't know how their court system work out there. Maybe you can have a case lag on for months and years at a time. I don't know how they work. Every state has their own set of rules. But it just don't look like it's going fast enough for CJ So Cool, which is sad. I mean, let the man see his kids. Come on. Like, if you moved on, honey. Like, that's how I feel. Like, if a person move on and you totally, out of it, but of course she gonna hurt. Of course she probably hurting. Of course she still love him and she's hurting, and she probably don't want things to go smooth for him. She probably want him to miss what he could have had. Like I said before, guys, a scorned woman will go to no ends to make the man feel uncomfortable. And will go to no ends. And maybe this is just her way of saying, look, you causing me grief, I'm going to cause you some. But it's the kids that's the problem for me. You giving this man grief on account of your kids. I mean, come on now. You're hurting your children. And yes, them kids seem to love their father. Don't you think that in them little young minds, they're wondering where daddy at? Come on, don't do that to them kids. I would never do that to my kids. I'm sorry. I'm just talking the truth. But I hope everything work out for Royalty and CJ So Cool. I hope they get it together. But like I said, she's taking the kids out of the state to go to a prom, and I just I don't know. But let the man see his kids before you go to the prom. Let the man see his kids. I mean, is that too much to ask for? I'm just saying. So yeah, like guys like you, I am also watching. Of course, I'm watching their YouTube, and of course, this is life experiences. This is all life experiences, and we all talk about how we feel about the situation, and this is it. And I'm glad they are sharing their story with others, because others can really learn from this. And I would say personally, guys, women out there and everything, don't hurt your kids. Don't hurt your kids by keeping them from a dad who clearly is a good father to them. Period. Like, let them grow up knowing that they can see their parents. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't understand. I don't understand that part. But anyway, moving on to that. So Royalty has been doing a couple of things. She has been making certain moves in her life. As you can see, she's really moving, guys. She is really moving. She got it going on, huh? She got it going on. Girlfriend is moving. But I just have to say this. Okay, so she posted this in her story of her getting a tattoo. It's her body. It's her body. If you want to get tattoos from your head to your toes, by all means necessary to you. If it's necessary to you and you want to do it, by all means, it's your body. Do whatever you want to do with it. Me personally, I wouldn't be doing it. I'm not going to do it. If I got kids, especially if I have kids, well, I do have a daughter, but especially if I have a kids and I have a daughter and even my boys, and if I wouldn't want them putting tattoos on their face, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because kids tend to follow what their parents do. However, I have to say Royalty's mother is a great, person to like, a great disciplinary in her life. And so is Royalty. Royalty seems to discipline her children well and everything. So with that, and then the backup of her mother telling the kids what's right and what's wrong, they probably, would never do what Royalty's doing. Who knows? They probably would never do it. I don't know. Jalea is getting of age now. Once teenagers get in a certain age and they start getting in their 20s and getting grown and stuff like that, and becoming their own adult, they be starting to make decisions of their own, and they're like, who's to stop me? Sometimes kids be so secluded or so suppressed sometime in their childhood that they feel like when they get an adult, they can make these drastic decisions. Because she said she was I remember her saying that, Royalty herself saying that her mom was kind of strict or whatever, and then when she got older, she started doing stuff without telling her mom, making decisions like without telling her mom. And I'm wondering if when she started getting wild, that she made this decision here. I'm wondering if she made that decision. All right. So then that decision, it turned into this decision here. It looks like she was trying to get the tattoo off or covered up or something. But as you know, Royalty still has that scar across her chest from looked like a tattoo. It looks like it was a tattoo. It looked like it was that prior picture tattoo. At first I was like, is this picture painted? Was this paint on her to cover up her tattoo? Or was that her original tattoo? But when I look at some of her old posts, she shows this particular tattoo on her in some of her reels, right? And then later on, I see this, the cover up, like where it looks like she's trying to get it removed or whatever. But as you know, she still has that scar. So I'm wondering if this face tattoo is going to be one of those where she's just going to be trying to get it off her face and be ruining her face next. I don't know. Well, she said herself she thought it was going to be a little bit smaller. Well, that's pretty big right there. But anyway, did you get a call? Did you catch what her daughter said? Her own daughter said that she was stupid. She told her she was stupid for getting that done. And it looked like her daughter kept on talking. And it looked like her daughter was trying to also say she wanted her to at least wait until after the prom. As you can hear in the video, it looked like her daughter was trying to say, well, at least wait till after the prom. But Royalty started talking over her or whatever. But I don't think her daughter probably want to make that decision. She seems to be cool-minded and like, Ma, I think that was a stupid mistake. I think that was a stupid decision, rather, to get a tattoo on your face. But anyway, Royalty seems to love her little crown and her little royal under it and everything on her face and everything. I don't know. I'm just curious to see how she will feel when she get about 50 or 60 with that on her face. Would it be okay for her? Maybe it will. Maybe it will. I mean, it's her face. I mean, if she feel like getting the moon on it, they by all means get the moon on it, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, guys, you have to make sure that you make the right decision so that you won't end up doing this after this. I'm just saying, like, think wisely before you make decisions. Some people do stuff when they're young and they're venturing out and they're just spreading their wings and they're ready to fly. And sometimes they just make the quick decisions and don't think it out. They do not think it out. And so, I don't know, but I mean, it's not a bad looking tattoo, and it is her brand. So I mean, I'm not gonna say it's real bad or whatever. It's just who she is. I mean, and you can see her whole the way she carry herself and everything. I mean, she's just a little bit of a wild card, just on a little bit side of it, just a little bit. She seems to be like she can be a little wild card, and that's okay. Some people are, a little bit on the wild side. But guys, like I said, you have to think about your children. You have to think about, your life and all this stuff when you're making these decisions, when you're raising kids. I'm sorry to say it, but you never know. And then she got the baby, her little daughter growing up. Would she want her to come? Okay, so you got a nice little royal, a crown on your face. Okay, you made that decision to get that little tattoo on your face. Well, what if your daughters grow up and say, well, mommy got that on her face? How would you feel if your beautiful daughter come home with a big old brown teddy bear on her face? Would that be okay for you? I mean, if it ain't okay for you, then why did you do it? I'm just saying, because you're telling your daughter to be who she wants to be, right? That's how we raise our kids. Be who you want to be, walk in your truth, and never be ashamed of who you are. So her daughter could grow up and be like, I like brown teddy bears. Let me go get this brown teddy bear on my face. Okay, Mom, okay? This is who I like. So anyway, I'm just saying that's just an example, guys. Honey, when you have kids, you got to make wise decisions. But that's Royalty. She doing what she want to do. She doing what she want to do, and she moving the way she want to move. And it's her life. She could do whatever she wants to. I'm just saying, for experience, guys out there, please make sure you think wisely before you make certain decisions in your life, because certain things you can't clear up. Period. So guys, now that I explained why you probably should think about it before you get a tattoo on your face, especially when you have children, do you think that this is real? Do you think that she actually went and put a tattoo on her face? What you think? All right, guys, so let's just see what happens from here. Please make sure you subscribe. Done.